Abbott, a lot of people watching this programme after Manchester, thinking about who to vote for, look at you and look at Jeremy Corbyn and think, do you know what, we don't completely trust you to be in charge of the security of this country, given what you have said in the past, some of the things you have done in the past. You can take a moment now to, as it were, talk to them and tell them why they're wrong about you.
Well, first of all, before we move on to the politics of it, I think it's too soon to forget the victims. 22 people dead, and also so many people, families and children, who have seen things which will haunt them for many years.
Quite right. We have talked a lot about the victims, but quite right.
I think it's important to say that. In terms of why people should vote Labour in the forthcoming general election, they should vote Labour because we've put forward a manifesto which will be a transforming manifesto, which is talking about investment in the NHS and education, and is also saying how we would fund it.
And I'm going to come on to that manifesto in some detail in a moment. But before we do, I just want to ask about your own record. And people looking at you and they say, I don't trust Diane Abbott to be in charge of the Home Office.
Well, first of all, I think there's something to be said for a Home Secretary who's actually worked in the Home Office. I worked in the Home Office for nearly 3 years as a graduate trainee, and I know how it works from the inside. I think there's something to be said for a Home Secretary who is a very young woman, worked and campaigned with diverse communities, and sees these issues not just from the point of view of bureaucrats, but from the point of view of diverse communities. And there's also something to be said for a Home Secretary who spent 30 years as a constituency MP and knows how these issues impact on ordinary people.